Have you ever wondered why we as humans look and behave the way we do? It's a question that has intrigued thinkers for centuries, and the answer lies in the fascinating process of evolution. Evolution is not a one-off event, nor is it a random occurrence. It's a gradual process that unfolds over countless generations, driven by the subtle and yet profound mechanisms of genetic variation and environmental influence. Imagine life as a grand theater. Each species, including ours, is an actor that has been shaped and refined by the play of evolution. The stage is set by the environment, and the script is written in the language of genes. The performance of each actor is judged by the unforgiving audience of survival and reproduction. Yes, evolution is a complex and intricate process that has been shaping life on Earth for billions of years. And our journey to understanding evolution starts with the concept of natural selection. Imagine a world where only the strongest, fastest, or most intelligent survive to pass on their genes. Welcome to the mechanics of evolution. This world we've just described isn't a dystopian fantasy, it's the principle of natural selection at work. Picture a group of beetles, some are green, some are brown. In a green-leafed environment, the green beetles are less likely to be spotted by predators, giving them a better chance to survive, mate, and pass on their green-hued genes. Over generations, this environment favors green beetles. This is a simplified example of natural selection. Meanwhile, mutation is the original source of genetic variation. It's like a random typo in the DNA sequence. Most mutations are neutral, some are harmful, but occasionally they offer a survival advantage. If a mutation helps an organism survive, it's more likely to be passed on to the next generation. Then we have genetic drift, a change in the frequency of a gene variant in a population due to random sampling. Let's say a disaster wipes out most of our beetle population, leaving only a handful of brown beetles. Suddenly, the genetic makeup of the population has shifted. Not because brown is better, but due to chance. Adaptation is the process by which these mechanisms shape a species to better fit its environment. The long neck of a giraffe, the camouflaging abilities of a chameleon, the complex social structures of certain primates, these are all examples of adaptations. Finally, speciation is the culmination of these processes, resulting in the formation of new and distinct species. It usually happens when populations of the same species become isolated by geographical changes, for instance, and evolve independently. These principles, natural selection, mutation, genetic drift, adaptation, and speciation, create the incredible diversity of life we see today. From the smallest microbe to the largest whale, from the simplest plant to the most complex mammal, every living thing on Earth is a testament to these evolutionary mechanics. Through these processes, life has evolved in myriad ways over billions of years. Now that we've grasped the principles of evolution, where do we find evidence to support this theory? Let's dive in and explore some compelling evidence from various scientific disciplines. First up, we have the fossil record, our time capsule into the past. Fossils provide tangible proof of life forms that have long since vanished from the Earth. By studying these fossils, we can see a clear progression of simpler organisms evolving into more complex ones over millions of years. This gradual change over time is exactly what the theory of evolution predicts. Next, we turn to the world of genetics. We share about 98% of our DNA with chimpanzees, our closest living relatives. But it's not just about the similarities. The differences in our DNA have also shed light on our evolutionary journey. By comparing our DNA with that of other species, scientists have been able to piece together the genetic modifications that have led to our unique human traits. Then there's embryology, the study of how organisms develop from a single cell into a fully formed individual. It's a fascinating field that has revealed striking similarities between the embryos of different species. These similarities suggest a common ancestry, further reinforcing the theory of evolution. Finally, let's talk about geology. The Earth's crust is like a layered cake, with each layer representing a different period in Earth's history. By studying these layers, scientists can track changes in the environment and correlate them with evolutionary events. For example, the extinction of the dinosaurs coincides with a layer rich in iridium, an element found in abundance in meteorites. This supports the theory that a meteor impact led to their downfall and paved the way for the rise of mammals. In conclusion, the evidence for evolution is all around us, from the fossils under our feet to the DNA in our cells. It's a fascinating tale of adaptation, survival, and change, over billions of years, and it's a tale that's still being written as life on Earth continues to evolve. With all this evidence, the story of human evolution begins to unfold. From Homo habilis to Homo sapiens, our evolutionary journey has been a long and complex one. We've come a long way, navigating the vast labyrinth of evolution to stand where we are today. This journey was not walked alone, as we shared paths with other hominid species like Neanderthals and Denisovans. Our ancestors' interactions with these species not only affect our genetic makeup but also contribute to the diversity we see in humans today. Evolution also shaped our behavior, from the way we communicate to how we form societies. Our ancestors' survival relied on their ability to adapt, to work together, to develop tools, and to problem solve. These traits have been passed down and refined through generations, shaping the fabric of human behavior and culture. But evolution isn't a journey with a final destination. It's an ongoing process, reacting to the ever-changing environment. As we evolved, so did the challenges we face in our environment. So, how does understanding evolution impact our lives in the 21st century? Let's delve into this. Evolution isn't just an academic curiosity. It's a tool that helps us navigate the world. One prime example is antibiotic resistance. Bacteria evolve rapidly, and their ability to resist antibiotics is a direct result of natural selection. Understanding this concept allows us to develop strategies to combat resistance and save countless lives. Similarly, in the realm of agriculture, evolution plays a significant role. By understanding the genetic changes that occurred over centuries in crops, we can develop new varieties that are more resilient and productive, contributing to global food security. And let's not forget about climate change. As our planet's climate shifts, species must adapt or risk extinction. Understanding the mechanisms of evolution helps us predict how species might respond to these changes and what we can do to protect biodiversity. Understanding evolution isn't just about knowing our past, but it's also about shaping our future. Despite the evidence and its relevance, misconceptions about evolution persist. One common myth is that evolution is just a theory, implying it is merely a guess or assumption. However, in the scientific world, a theory is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world supported by a vast body of evidence. In this context, evolution is as much a theory as gravity. Another myth is that evolution implies life originated from chance. It's crucial to clarify that evolution does not speak to the origin of life, but rather to the processes that drive diversity and complexity in life once it exists. Lastly, the myth that humans evolved from monkeys is a misunderstanding. Humans and monkeys share a common ancestor, but neither species evolved from the other. With a clear understanding of evolution, we can appreciate the beauty of life's diversity and prepare for the challenges of the future.